Last night was the Golden Globes, and I can probably venture to guess you didn't see any of it, nor would you want to, nor do you care anything about it, because frankly, you're an adult and none of it matters to you, and I don't blame you. But last night, something very interesting happened, and that was the overwhelming win of Emilia Pérez. It's P-E-R-P-E-X with the accent. P-E-R-E-Z. Perez, or Pérez with the Castilian. And it was heralded as some form of cinematic, I don't know, masterpiece, acting as some kind of a harbinger, some Vedic testament to the changing times in storytelling, and a harbinger of Hollywood's stubborn commitment to its lunatic provocative, whatever. The bottom line is simply this. It is Hollywood doubling down. And yes, maintaining its stubborn commitment to a lunatic, progressive, and often controversial idea, definitely, regarding radical left lunacy as to transgenderisms, and despite the political landscape that's going on in this country, in France, with Trudeau resigning and everything, and after the absolute drubbing of the leftists, I mean, the absolute decimation by Donald Trump and the MAGA movement and others. You have these folks who still live in a world where they don't get it. They really don't get it. They have no... They don't understand that this is sheer and utter lunacy. And one of the reasons why it's sheer and utter lunacy is because it doesn't make any sense. It's been resoundingly rejected. But in this demented world of Hollywood, where I don't know how many stars and notables have children who are non-binary, transgender. I mean, think about this. Think of the odds of having so many kids, all of them exhibiting and showing evidence of, transgender, whatever. Come on. So you're going to love this. Let me tell you what this story is about. But by the way, this thing swept everything. Best film, best supporting actress for Zoe Saldaña, best original song, best film not in the English language, which I think were many of them inadvertently. And it's going to be on the shortlist, meaning it's going to win because they want to make a statement. Because these programs, the Oscars are basically paid for. Now the story is Emilia Pérez revolves around Manitas, who is a feared Mexican cartel boss who undergoes, quote, gender confirmation surgery and transforms into Emilia Pérez. Translation, genital mutilation, castration, penectomy, whatever you want to call it. Hormones. And it's played by Karla Sofía Gascón, a transgender actress, translation, a man. And the storyline is, imagine this. In you are trying to escape and you become a woman to hide. Now, if you believe this to be true, good for you. If you honest to God believe it to be true, good for you. If that's what you believe, good for you. It is absolute nonsense. But what I want you to understand and grasp is this is Hollywood on orders from the radical left, on orders from the deep state, the police state, the intel state, the shadow government, the ruling class. Because remember, Holly Weird is the official public relations outfit for these people. Their job is very simply to follow orders and to perpetuate this lunacy, this absolute lunacy called whatever the hell this is called, right? It's that simple. I want you to grasp this. I want you to understand it. I want you to kind of understand what's happening. Because what they are doing is they're giving you a very simple message. They're saying, look, we may have won at the polls. You may have the House and the Senate and the White House. We're not going anywhere. We can do far more damage by destroying the structure of your community, your family, your home, your country, your morality. We can destroy it by very, very simply changing, asseverating, perseverating, and continuing the habituation of people to the notion that somehow this behavior is rational. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? They want you to believe that this is normal, that this is a part, that this is what you need to understand. And if you think that the Leah Thomas or whatever, that these men swimming and men in sports and men beating the hell out of women in boxing rings, if you think this is over with, just because Trump is going to have a tremendous amount and maybe hitting the brakes, but this isn't going anywhere. We are talking, my friends, about something which is so dangerous, so incredibly dangerous. You have to understand this. You have to grasp this. Now, many times it's par for the course for people to say, I don't care about this. Ricky Gervais makes fun of the Golden Globes. Yeah. That's not what this is. They're telling you, pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to fashion. Pay attention to music. Pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to what's happening. And by the way, in an increasingly desperate, collapsing industry, they are so beholden to ideology that they would forego the chance to make money because nobody's going to see this garbage. Nobody's going to watch this. This is nothing. This is just for them. It's internal. It's like the people on Broadway who come up with these plays and musicals that nobody wants to see, but the select micro-faction of a highly internally ratioed subcult of these loons, they love it because they want to make a statement. And you know what that statement is going to be? It's going to be basically the proceeds in red because they're going to lose their shirt. Nobody wants to see this. The country has moved on, but they're hanging on. And remember, my friends, they're not going anywhere. What do you think? Comment as you see fit.